I love boiling things down to this level of simplicity. And I've done this on just hundreds of deals that I've been the advisor on,
Hmm.
especially when we see that butting heads, right? And
Right.
you've been there where
Oh, of
it's like
course.
they're fighting. And I just say, okay, let's back up. You,
Right.
you want to buy.
Yes.
Everything else are details, right?
Yes. Yes. Everything else is details. And there are a lot of sharp elbows in this business, right? Maybe a little bit less in some of the smaller deals that we deal with, but in the medium and larger size deals that we deal with, people have sharp elbows. When people are putting, hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars up, they should be very prudent and thoughtful. But at the end of the day, sharp elbows can ruin good deals. And so I think on both sides, we have to sometimes grab our client and put them in timeout, as weird as that may be, to enable them to see that a good deal is sort of in the midst, right? And don't overlook it because there's $1 of EBITDA missing, or the buyer won't give you the deal that you want the exact way you want. He might want it prime or 10 degrees different, right?
My business partner, Joe Valley, used to tell clients when they started with him, he said,
Mhm.
I'm going to ask you to write down what you want to see out of this deal on a piece of paper. I want you to put in an envelope and put it in your desk drawer.
Yeah.
That's it. And then when you would get into due diligence and we would get those sharp elbows that you talk about, he would say, remember that envelope I told you?
Yep.
Go grab that, take a look at it. I want you to see what your original expectations were because they change, right?
Yes. That's smart. I think even more on your side maybe than mine. But again, I don't think we're adversarial. Just it's interesting because by the time a seller decides they want to sell, talks to their family, whatever, finds you guys, for instance, right? Between that day and closing a good deal, it can be months, sometimes even over a year, depending on how picky people are in the market. And so you're right. What they want day one can get lost in all the conversations they have with their friends. That company 10 times the size, they went for a way steeper multiple. The fact that they think their business is worth 10 million because 10 million sounds good. And then, on my side with the buyers can see a deal at a reasonable price and all of a sudden convince themselves they need to take 25% off of the price, or they don't like the 5th iteration of the working capital, or the 7th biggest online agent of sales isn't as big as they thought, and forget that there's a great business. So